Hello. Okay, I got started with some lettered beads. Let's go through some of the things that popped in my mind. The number 9 may be significant. The color yellow make me think of the solar plexus, personal power, self-worth, your gut instincts and intuition, trusting your intuition. The Sun card, getting in the energy of joy, vitality. Someone's name may be Sue, S-U-E. Also, I got receiving your due, making me think of the Justice card. Also, 6 of Pentacles, karmic balance, balanced energy exchange, an energy of receiving and being in your feminine energy. And I got rest, R-E-S-T. I'll read out the letters to you. S-G-Z-E-D-T-W-R-U. Let's go to the standard playing cards, see what numbers want to come through. I don't think I removed the quote cards, but okay, let's see what happens. Any number messages for the collective? Any number messages for the collective? Two. Okay, relationships. When two become one. Okay, we got the ace as well. The number 2, the number 1. You may be seeing 1s and 2s. Partnerships, alliances, making connections, nurturing your current relationships as well. New beginnings. The ace can, depending on what game you're playing, I guess, it can denote number 1 or 11, I believe. Is that true? Okay, in blackjack. In blackjack, the ace can be valued as either 1 or 11. Okay. Yeah, so 1s, 11s may be significant. And that makes me think, well, the number 1, new beginnings, as we mentioned. Taking initiative, leadership. Initiating something, being an initiate, initiation, preparation. 11 also makes me think of 2 pillars standing side by side, balance. And we mentioned already the Justice card, which is denoted by the number 11 in the tarot. Also, number 11 is considered a master number. One of its meanings being the illuminator. Very highly connected to intuition. Master number 11 is a highly spiritual and intuitive number, symbolizing insight, inspiration, and the potential to guide others through higher wisdom. It's often called the spiritual messenger, okay? Intuitive visionary. In numerology, it embodies a deep connection to higher consciousness, offering heightened intuition, psychic abilities, and spiritual awareness. People influenced by this number are often sensitive, empathetic, and capable of perceiving truths beyond ordinary understanding. So, as I've been seeing in so many of my readings lately, there is such an emphasis on the collective psychic abilities and strong intuition. Okay, any other numbers that want to come through? And I'm just noticing 2 and ace. Okay, that making me think of 21. That makes me think of, what is 21 in the tarot? The World card. It also reduces to a 3, which makes me think of the Empress. And we did reference being in your feminine energy. That also makes me think of expansion. Also triangles, sacred geometry. Any other numbers? Seven. Okay, that makes me think of the Chariot card. Momentum, progression, forward movement. Also the Chariot, that makes me think of the Merkaba. And okay, so looking at the 7 of diamonds. Okay, diamonds also. That makes me think of diamonds. The symbolism of diamonds being forged through fire, under pressure. So that makes me also think of strength, denoted by the number 8. Did I even mention, yeah, 7 of diamonds. The tarot interpretation is 7 of pentacles. I don't know, I don't always remember what I say during readings. But I think the diamond symbolism is quite significant. I've been noticing that lately. The reference to diamonds. Number 8. Okay, we already mentioned number 8, the Strength card, but also the Infinity symbol, abundance. And this is, okay, clubs is wands. So 8 of wands, again, make me think back on what I said about seeing the number 7, Chariot, momentum, progression, forward momentum. 8 of wands. Momentum is being made. Progress is happening. Your ego may not see the evidence of progress being made, however, which is why the energy of inner strength, spiritual strength, is coming up. You are gaining strength, developing your strength, your spiritual strength, through endurance, perseverance. And I know for the human self that can be so triggering, so exhausting. Because having grown up in this culture of doing, of instant gratification, and then being guided to slow down, to rest. It is a major lesson, and it takes a lot of adjusting to. And now I'm combining the 7 and 8, making me think of 15, which is denoted, which is a number representing in the tarot, the Devil card. Yeah. Number 3. Okay, we mentioned number 3, the Empress, expansion energy. Now the spades, that represents swords energy, the 3 of swords, yes. Devil energy, 3 of swords, old patterns that are being liberated through the light of awareness at this time. A lot is being revealed, a lot of so-called shadow energies are rising to the surface, are being revealed, not to be judged, but to be noticed, acknowledged, to be brought into the light. Okay, let's see, 11 minutes. Let's go to the just standard tarot now, I guess. Okay. Or okay, let's do the Keepers of the Light first. Message for the collective, please, from the Keepers of the Light. What's the message for the collective? Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. I think did we? Okay, I'm just going to go on. More inner study is now required to further progress. Inner study making me think of self-reflection, going within, hermit energy. Where's the book? There it is. I'm getting that song by Steve Winwood. Is it, I think it's called Higher Love. Okay, Melchizedek. It's on page 80, and we did see number 8. Okay. 80. You have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you. Yeah, make me think of what we discussed when talking about the diamond, devil energy as well, 3 of swords energy. Okay. And challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you. Did we mention? Okay, we mentioned sacred geometry, triangles. Okay. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There's a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer great light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. Okay, let's read about Melchizedek. I don't know much about him. Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. Genesis makes me think of what we discussed about number 1, initiation, taking initiative, new beginnings. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. That makes me think of the ancient civilization of Lemuria, also the energy of creating heaven on earth. He appears with bright light around him and a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts. And I think we mentioned gifts, right? Your psychic gifts, your intuition. Develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry, there you go, and by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. Okay, making me think of the Merkaba. Okay. Okay, let's go to Tarot now. Let's go to Tarot. Traditional Tarot. Well, okay, since I have this one out. Okay, what energies want to be seen? What messages want to come through for the collective? The Four of Pentacles. And what would you like to say about the Four of Pentacles energy? Four of Cups. Okay, we're seeing 2 4s on the board right now. Five of Swords. Let's see how the story unfolds, this energy unfolds. Wow, look at all this. 9 of Wands. And we did get one of the initial messages is rest. You've gone through it in a multitude of ways, physically, emotionally, inspirationally, mentally. But we have the Six of Swords. Balancing your mental processes, balancing your thought patterns. So I'm getting regeneration energy here. Recovery energy, Wheel of Fortune. Progress is being made, especially energetically. This is new beginnings and completion energy. The old and new energies dancing together at this time, so it may feel quite hectic. And we mentioned the Three of Swords. So here it is. Yeah. King of Swords, all right. It's very rational. We're talking about the upright qualities, the balanced qualities of the King of Swords. Rational, balanced, an excellent communicator. The Three of Pentacles. Recognition energy, collaboration energy. Okay, what would you like to add about the Three of Pentacles, please? More on the Three of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Rising above the competition, whatever that may be. Let's keep going. Lots of dense energies are arising. Yep. That makes me think of the volcano. Volcano? Volcano. Metaphor. Suppressed energies. Or just old patterns, thought patterns, arising, rising to the surface, to be recognized. So are we talking about a career here or the collective's personal journey? Well, that makes me think of as within, so without, right? What is happening within us is reflected back to us as we look out into the world. A lot of suppressed energies are rising to the surface at this time to be seen. This is a time of, well, you see the word disclosure around quite often nowadays. A time of disclosure, revelation. What's been hidden in the dark, the depths, are rising to the light. And why is that? Because consciousness is rising on earth. As within, so without. It's happening within us first. And we're seeing that reflected out in our world. But also, okay, in looking at the Four of Pentacles, that could relate to, well, your finances, your material reality, including your body, what's happening within your physical vessel. So the Three of Pentacles makes me think, potentially, yes, within, you may be undergoing, experiencing, witnessing a lot of contrasting emotions, a lot of contrasting thoughts, emotions. Such as disappointment, the expectation of disappointment for having gone through so many experiences of disappointment. And this is what the human mind does. It looks for patterns based on what already happened. It has a ceiling as to what it can imagine is possible. Knight of Pentacles. Progress is being made. More Pentacles energy. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Did we touch on instant gratification during this reading? With Pentacles energy, yeah, not so much, right? And that can take a toll on one's psyche. A psyche that has been conditioned in the 3D matrix of limitation and instant gratification. Two of Swords, yeah. And the ego feels extremely uncomfortable in the unknown, in the energy of the unknown. The color blue may be significant. That makes me think of the throat chakra. Water energy. The King of Wands. What would you like to say about the King of Wands energy? And seeing the Wheel of Fortune makes me think about what we mentioned earlier about receiving your due, karmic balance. Comic balance, that makes me think that, yeah, Spirit wants you to have more fun, to laugh more, if that's possible. Maybe watch some funny movies. Okay, the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, that makes me think about, yes, what we read about Melchizedek, who was a high priest. Okay, this makes me think, King of Wands, Hierophant, spiritual career. The Hanging Man, okay? Yeah, your human self may feel suspended. Suspended in thin air. But there's also an energy of suspense, like excitement. And that can wreak havoc, these contrasting emotions. That can wreak havoc on one's nervous system, on one's psyche, on one's inner peace. These contrasting energies swirling around within your divine vessel. But you are not alone. You are not alone in feeling these energies. This is the energy that is dominant in the collective, and that's why it's coming out. Okay, 9 of Cups. There's that energy of joy. A long time coming, right? Okay, I'm getting Rome wasn't built in a day. You are a beautiful work of art. A thing of beauty cannot be rushed. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. So we're seeing number 9s here now. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Feeling emotionally and materially stable. Oh my goodness. Let's see what 2 cards look at that. Isn't that interesting? Yep. Did we mention the Devil card? I think we did when I saw the 7 and 8 adding to 15. Here is the Devil. With the Hermit. Yes. Hermit. Another 9. Triple 9s here on the board, I believe. Unless, did we see any others? No. Yeah. We started off this reading mentioning the number 9. Okay, and here's the Devil energy as well. Yeah, the shadow is emerging into the light of awareness. What's been hidden in the shadows wants to be seen and acknowledged. And the hermit is holding up his lantern of wisdom. Okay. I'm noticing it's been half an hour now. Look at that. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Inspiration energy here. Integrating shadow energies. The dance of, and these two are dancing, it looks like the dance of shadow and light. And creating a work of art. It doesn't have to literally be like what we traditionally consider art, like a painting, although that can be the case. You are a creator. You've transformed through the fire. Okay, going back to what we said about the diamond. Being formed under pressure. Okay, and yeah, this makes me think of alchemy also. So now the magician is coming up too. Okay. Let's conclude 32:55 on the timer. Concluding message, please, for the collective. Oh, there are two that came out. Okay. The Sound of Silence, while speaking of shadow aspects. The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. The opening lines of that song, Hello Darkness, my old friend. Shadow work, befriending your shadow aspects, yes. Integrating your shadows. Visions and downloads received in dreams and in silence. That makes me think of inspiration, too, receiving inspired ideas for your creations. Channeling. Shadow energies. Into your version, your individual expression of art. Okay. The number 22 may be significant. Master number. Did we also already read about master number 11, I think, briefly. Master number, the master builder. Ability to turn dreams into physical reality. As above, so below. Make me think, we did mention the magician card. In the traditional tarot, his His one hand is gesturing to the heavens. The other is gesturing to the material world. Channeling visionary ideas. Okay, lots of references to, well, not lots, but it's standing out to me. The word vision. Because we just read about receiving visions and downloads. Now we're getting channeling visionary ideas. Cooperation, harmonious relationships. Okay, make me think of what we said about the number 2 here. Partnerships, relationships, forming new bonds, nurturing current ones. Cooperation, harmonious relationships, practicality, creating and leaving a legacy, bridging the spiritual with the material world. Okay, so that makes me think. Bridging the spiritual and the material world, yes. The Hierophant and the Devil. All right, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.